Hello guys, welcome to Innovate Teaching channel. I am starting videos on objective arithmetic which is very useful for competitive entrance exams. This first video is on numbers. Come on, let's delve into the content. Important facts and formulae. Numbers. In Hindu-Arabic system, we use 10 symbols namely 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. We call them digits. You all know this. A number is denoted by a group of digits called numeral. And these are units, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores, 10 crores. And you know, a number like this can be read as 24 crores, 16 lakhs, 8,003. Like this, you all know this. Now, face value of a digit in a numeral. The face value of a digit in a numeral is the value of the digit itself, wherever it may be in the place value chart. For example, in numeral 5,36,749, the face value of 7 is 7 itself, the face value of 6 is 6 itself, and so on. Place value or local value of a digit in a numeral. In the numeral 5,36,749, we have place value of 9 is 9 into 1 that is 9, and 4 is 4 into 10 that is 40, and the 5 is 5 into 10,000 that is 50,000. And a simple technique for remembering this is just put zeros to the right of the number to be found the place value. That's it. If you want a 3, there are 4 digits to the right of 3. Make them all zeros, then you will get 30,000, which is the face value of 3. Like that. Types of numbers. Natural numbers. Counting numbers are called natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. These are called natural numbers. You count from starting from 1, right? So all the numbers starting from 1 and so on are called natural numbers. Whole numbers. All counting numbers together with 0 form the set of whole numbers. 0 is a whole number which is not a natural number. But every natural number is a whole number. Integers. All counting numbers, 0 and negatives of counting numbers are called integers. That means 0 plus natural numbers plus negative of natural numbers. In integers, we have positive integers, negative integers, and non-negative integers and non-positive integers. Positive integers are all the positive integers starting from 1 and so on. Negative integers are starting from -1, -2, -3 and so on. Non-negative integers means not negative. That means all the positive and 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. So non-negative integers are 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Non-positive integers. Non-positive integers are not positive. That means all the negative integers plus 0. 0 is not positive, right? So 0, -1, -2, -3 what are non-positive integers. Coming to even numbers. When a number is divisible by 2, it is called an even number. You know 2 table, right? All the multiples of 2 are even numbers. Don't forget 0. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. all are even numbers. Odd numbers. Number which is not divisible by 2 is called an odd number. That means starting from 1, 3, 5, 7, all these are not divisible by 2, right? So they are all odd numbers. Coming to prime numbers. A number greater than 1 having exactly 2 two factors, namely 1 and itself, is called a prime number. That means, factor. Factor is nothing but which divides that number. So if a number is divisible only by 1 and itself, it is called a prime number. So prime numbers up to 100 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 81, 97. You must remember these 100 prime numbers. It's very important. You will get so many bits on these. They are indirectly helpful in some way. To test whether a given number p is prime or not, I'll tell you how. Let p be a given number. Find a whole number k such that k greater than root p. Don't confuse. It can also be k square greater than p. Take all prime numbers less than or equal to k. If none of these divides p exactly, we say that p is prime. Otherwise, p is not prime. To find whether 191 is prime or not, go to squares. 14 squares is greater than 191. If you take 13 square is 169, which is less than 191. So take 14. 14 is greater than root of 191. Prime numbers up to 14 are, I told you to remember these, right? So from that, less than 14, up to 14, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. These are prime numbers up to 14. You can check none of these divides 191. 2 can't divide it, 3 can't divide it, 5 can't divide it, 7 can't divide it, 11 can't divide it, 13 can't divide it. So none of these prime numbers less than root of that number, so it is a prime number. Another example, 221. You all know 15 square is 225. So which is next square number to 221. So take 15. 15 is greater than 221. Root 221. Prime numbers up to 15 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So clearly, 13 divides 221 exactly, right? So it is not a prime. If 13 does not divide it exactly, then it also becomes prime. Next to the prime numbers, composite numbers. Numbers greater than 1 which are not prime are called composite numbers. That's it. Which are not prime, they are composite. What are prime? 2, 3, 5, 7. Other than that, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. These are all are composite numbers. 1 is neither prime nor composite. One is neither prime nor composite. 2 is only even number which is prime. Remember this. Because all even numbers are divisible by 2 co-primes. Two natural numbers a and b are said to be co-prime if their HCF is 1. Here HCF is highest common factor. That means for the two numbers, only one should be the highest factor. No other factor greater than 1 should divide both. So examples are 2, 3, only 1 divide these both. 4, 5, 7, 9, 8, 11, these are pairs of co-primes. If you take 4, 6, they have the common factor 2 greater than 1, so they are not co-primes. Okay, tests of divisibility. First one, divisibility by 2. A number is divisible by 2 if its unit digit is any of 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. For example, 64,892 is divisible by 2. since its last digit is 2, while 64,895 is not divisible by 2 since its last digit is 5. So last digit must be 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Simple. Next, divisibility by 3. Any number is divisible by 3 only when the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. That means you have to add all the digits of that number and check the sum is divisible by 3. For example, consider 5,87,421. You have to add 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. That is equal to 27, which is divisible by 3. So 5,87,421 is also divisible by 3. If you check that 6,89,453, its sum of digits is 35. Is 35 divisible by 3? No. So it is not divisible by 3. 6,89,453 is not divisible by 3. Divisibility by 4. A number is said to be divisible by 4 only if the sum of its last two digits is divisible by 4. Oh, you have to check the last two digits of a number. In 52,49,376, last two digits are 76. Is 76 divisible by 4? Yes. It's 16 times 4 16 76. So 52,49,376 is divisible by 4. But 6,38,214 is not divisible by 4 since 14 is not divisible by 4, right? Divisibility by 5. A number is divisible by 5 if its unit digit is 5 or 0. If the last digit is 5 or 0, then you can simply say it is divisible by 5. For example, 3,28,695 is divisible by 5. And also 9,47,310 is also divisible by 5. But here in these four numbers, none of them have last digit as 5 or 0. So they are not at all divisible by 5. Next, divisibility by 6. A number is divisible by 6 only if it is divisible by both 3 and 2. You have to check divisibility by 2 and divisibility by 3. If the number satisfies both, then it is also divisible by 6. Going to the example, 9,74,562 is divisible by 2 as well as 3. So it is divisible by 6. 9,75,416 is not divisible by 6 since sum of the digits is 32, which is not divisible by 3. Even though it is divisible by 2, it is not divisible by 6. Divisibility by 8. A number is divisible by 8 only when the number formed by its last three digits is divisible by 8. So check the last three digits of a number and divide it by 8. If the remainder is 0, then the whole number is divisible by 8. In this 67,54,120, 120 is divisible by 8. So entire number is divisible by 8. But 59,43,246 is not divisible by 8 since 246 is not divisible by 8. Divisibility by 9. A number is said to be divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. It is very similar to the divisibility rule by 3. In the similar process, you have to add the digits of the number and you have to check if it is divisible by 9. Example, 5,94,324 is divisible by 9 since the sum of its digits is 27 and 27 is divisible by 27 is divisible by 9. So 5,94,324 is also divisible by 9. And another example is 37 lakh 14,529, which is not divisible by 9 since sum of its digits is 31. Is 31 divisible by 9? No. So 37 lakh 14,529 is also not divisible by 9. Divisibility by 10. A number is said to be divisible by 10 only when its unit digit is 0. It's very simple. It's simplest of all the divisibility rules. Just you have to see whether the last digit is 0 or not. If it is 0, it is divisible by 10. 22,34,780 is divisible by 10. 2,34,785 is not divisible by 10. Simple, right? Divisibility by 11. A number is said to be divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of its digits at odd places and sum of its digits at even places is either 0 or a number divisible by 11. It's a little bit complex. See, 4 crore 92 lakh 35,714. In this number, odd places are 4, 7, 3, 9 and even places are 1, 5, 2, 4. So sum of its digits at odd places means 4 plus 7 plus 3 plus 9, and as the sum is equal to 23. And even places sum 1 plus 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 4, 12. 23 minus 12, which is 11. So this entire number is divisible by 11. An important note: if a number n is divisible by two numbers a and b, where a and b are coprimes, then n is divisible by ab. That means product of those two numbers ab. Next, some results on division. X power n minus a power n is divisible by x minus a for all values of n. Next, x power n minus a power n is divisible by x plus a for even values of n, and x power n plus a power n is divisible by x plus a for odd values of n. Division algorithm. We have learned this from our childhood, right? If we divide a number by another number, then dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. And some series, sum of n natural numbers is equal to half into n plus 1. And sum of squares of n natural numbers is equal to 1 by 6 into n plus 1 into 2 n plus 1. Sum of cubes of n natural numbers is equal to 1 by 4 n square into n plus 1 whole square. You have to remember these three. Let's see some of the basic formulae. A plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. A very famous one. And a minus b whole square equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square equal to 4ab. You have to subtract this from this. Next, a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square equal to 2 of a square plus b square. If you add these two, that means these two, you will get the 2a plus 2ab and minus 2ab will be cancelled, and you will get 2 of a square plus b square. A square minus b square equal to a minus b into a plus b. A plus b plus c whole square equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 of ab plus bc plus ca. A cube plus b cube equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. A cube minus b cube equal to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3ab is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. A plus b plus c equal to 0. That implies a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal to 3abc. That's it, guys. This is for this video, and these are the basic concepts in the maths. If you know this, you can do most of the problems easily. Okay, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to Innovate Teaching channel.